Let's take a question from Rose, and she's asking about my son's distance got worse. He works on the computer all day long, plus the cell phone. Well, one of the things I suggest if your eyes are going downhill and they're deteriorating and you're doing a lot of screen time is to make sure, number one, you're not wearing your distance prescription for your screen time. If you're not wearing a distance prescription, then I would consider getting a very low magnification lens that's based on your clarity and relaxation at the screen distance. So let's say, for example, your son is not wearing a prescription for distance. I don't know what his prescription is. I would have his eye doctor give him a low magnification lens that would relax his eyes, and then I would put a blue blocking filter in that lens. And then there's some things that he can do in addition to that if he's open. The 20-20-20 rule, every 20 minutes looking out at 20 feet and doing that for a minimum of 20 seconds. Every hour, I would recommend getting up and going outside and getting a hit of the natural sunlight. Make sure you drink enough water. Use hydrating eye drops. I would probably use an eye supplement like mine, where you're getting a lot of concentrated antioxidants into the eyes and into the body. If a person is having a deterioration in their eyes, their nutrients absorption is probably being challenged. And in order for them to move off the depletion, they have to boost their antioxidants so that their eyes, their brain, their body are getting the proper things they need for health and wellness. Make sure he's getting enough fats and oils in his diet, especially the omega-3s. These are really important as an anti-inflammatory agent. In some of the research studies that I've seen, omega-3s can reduce dry eye, and clinically I've seen that as well. You know, it kind of depends on if he's open to stress reduction and many of these other things that I'm suggesting. If he's not, then you got to leave him alone. If he is, and he's, engaged enough, you get a buy-in with him, then you can start suggesting or recommending these things for him. It is troubling because, the amount of screen time that we are doing now is off the charts. And whenever we work with technology, we're going at the speed of the computer, the speed of the email, the speed of the phone. And we disconnect from our own rhythm, and this actually creates a compression in our tissue. So one of the things I'm promoting is a different kind of technology. And that technology is our biological technology, which means that we are doing things in our daily practices that help us develop something called self-regulation. Self-regulation means that when I get stressed, I have some techniques, whether it's breathing techniques, exercise techniques, dietary techniques, to begin to downregulate my sympathetic nervous system. More and more holistic practitioners and holistic wellness coaches talk about the importance of being able to downregulate your stress response. And this is a perfect example of a young person who's probably under a great deal of pressure and stress. How can he begin to reduce his sympathetic nervous system, which is part of that stress response? I work with a lot of kids, and they've been on the online school since COVID, and they're tired of it. They're stressed about it. So we've had to develop different programs and techniques so that the parents can work with the kids to help them learn this very important ability. And if you can learn it at a young age, you're going to avert a lot of disease that's based on stress.